Okay, so we are going to wait for 1 more minute, okay, for some of your friends coming. All right. So if you guys can access the my course view, okay, please go into it, okay, so that you see some of the courses material that we already put in there.อ๋อ ผมว่าอาจจะต้องใช้อันนี้อย่างเดียวแหละน่าจะดีกว่าครับมันก็พอได้ก็ถือเอานิดนึงพอได้อยู่ Okay, shall we start? Okay, today is actually our first date, okay, of class. And also we put it as the orientation, all right? So that you know how we are going to take care of this course and how you are going to learn, okay? As well as the way that we will evaluate you, okay? What you have learned in throughout the course, okay? Okay, the way that we are going to communicate with you guys, okay, in terms of class material and all that kind of thing, it will be using the my course view. Okay, so for example, I mean, if you have problem access to my course view, okay, you can, I mean, after this session, you can come to ask me about that. All right, but as you can see right now, we have several folders already. Okay, the first folder is the worksheet. Okay, inside there you see one item already. Okay, that one will be the problems that we are going to go over with you when we have a real meeting. Okay, and we'll go over what is so-called a real meeting on each of the week. Okay. And there'll be also several folders for video clips. Okay, that one is called video clips. Okay, and this one already have the video clip for the first chapter. If you browse in there, you see already 3 items. So we'll try to let you know the total number of clips. Okay, by the second number. So it means that for this chapter, you have a total of 3 video clips. Okay. And if you just go in, you just press there. It's a download. Don't worry, it's not going to download. Okay. So if you press download, it will connect you to the YouTube. All right. And then it will play the video clip for you.
Why can't
like
you do it this way?
Are we good? Okay, so it's
When
not going to
we
download into
apply
your
dominant
device.
rule,
It will be
we have to
the link
check
to the
whether
YouTube.
both
Okay, then you just watch
function
the YouTube.
here.
Are we good?
Okay, after
Okay.
dropping some term, the behavior
So this means that most of the content for this course, it will be taught using the video clip. Okay, using the video clip. However, for mathematics, you don't, not only the content that you need, you also need to practice. Okay, so when you need to practice, we are going to have the meeting in person right here. Okay, at this building. Okay. And also, if you look at the lecture note, right now you have one item for the lecture note, but it contains chapter 1 and chapter 2 together. It will be a blank lecture note. You see the video clip that the professor went over the lecture note. That will be the same thing, but it will be the blank one for you to take note by yourself. Okay, so this one you can download it and keep it with you. Okay, As you press it, it will say download. You just download and keep it with you. Okay? All right. And also, we have the course syllabus and the class schedule that we are going to go over today together. Okay? And because today is our first date and the orientation, so it will be the only session that we are going to have the video clip for you later on the My Course Wheel. Okay? And everything that we written in this class, it will be also posted later on the My Course Wheel as well. Are we good? For example, today we'll have some document that we already take note there. I'll post it over there. Are we all right? So in case of COVID, okay, actually we don't want to say in case of COVID because you can get sick from something else as well, right? So in case, so let's say that in case of you got sick, okay, because you guys like study online for 2 years, right? So you lack of practicing a social, skill, okay? So in case that you got sick, no matter what, okay? So we would like you guys to practice your social skill. For example, you try to blend in with your friends, okay? And then the first thing that you may do is that you try to ask your friend what we have covered for the week that you missed. Are we okay? And also, as I told you, we'll put everything that we have written in class the day you missed on the My Course Wheel. So if you look at it and you say, hey, I understand, that's it. Okay, that's maybe the second thing that you do after you talk with your friend. It's okay. And then if you talk with your friends, if you look at the document that we have written in class and you still not comfortable, you can contact directly with the professor. Okay, say that, hey, this is so and so, Mr. or Mrs. so and so, which is study with you for this course. So as you do the email, please put in your name, the course, because the professor may teach several courses, and also the section, okay, the course and the section, and then say that, hey, I missed this class and I would like to ask you some questions, or I would like to meet with you, okay, whether in person or online, okay? And then it will be easier if you give us a choice, for example, 3 or 4 choices that, okay, are available. I mean, it means you, okay? I available for this time, this time, this time, and this time. So could you please choose the time that's good for you? All right. And then so that will be an easier way to communicate, because if the professor say that, hey, why don't we meet like 5 a.m. in the morning? You may say that, hey, I don't want that time. Okay. So it will be difficult, right? But if you say like what you are available, if we are okay with those choices, we'll say. If we not, then we adjust a little bit. Okay? Are we good with that? All right. So let us, treat the COVID as same as all other sickness, right? All right. So let us go over the course syllabus. Okay. For this course, it will be 4 credits hour. So it means that usually we should see each other 4 hours a week. 4 hours a week. However, for this course, we are going to do the so-called one kind of the active learning, so-called flipped classroom. So instead of 4 hours a week, we are going to see each other only about 2 hours a week. Okay. And then for another 2 hours, you'll be the person who study, okay, the content from the video clip. by yourself at your convenient time. Are we good? At your convenient time. Later on, we'll go over the schedule to see more properly what I try to say. Are we good? Okay. However, the accumulated time of the video clip for each week may be a little bit more than 2 hours. Don't get frustrated, because if you look at the course description, it says 4-8 here. That number 8, it means the number of hours that you need to take care of yourself to make yourself understand about this course outside the classroom. Are we good? Okay, so that 8 hours, it means that you need to work on yourself already. Okay, so some of the clip that may be longer than 2 hours, it will fall into that category. Are we all right? Okay, so it's not that we do it like too much time for you. We don't take too much time from you. Okay, so actually we together have what? 12 hours together, right? Each week. Okay? Okay. And the person who take care of this course will be 2 instructors. The first one will be Ajahn Patani. Okay, Professor Patani right here, who take care of the first half. And then I will take care for the second half. My name is Ratinan. Okay, so as you can see, we take care of 2 sections. So if you email us to ask something, please indicate which section you are, so that it will be easier for us to identify who you are. Are we good? And that will be the email address. Okay, again, don't worry. As I told you, everything that in terms of document today will be posted on my course view. Are we all right? And roughly speaking, if you don't want to set up any other appointment, you can go to our office hour. Okay, for example, for Professor Patani, it will be Tuesday in the afternoon from 1 to 3 p.m. Okay, and then for me, after the midterm exam, it will be Thursday in the morning and Friday in the afternoon. Okay. However, if you are not comfortable with all those time, please make an appointment. Are we good? อาจารย์มีอะไรจะเสริมก่อนนะครับตรงนี้ Any questions so far? All right. And I'm so sorry that the course syllabus, I mean, some of the part contains a Thai language. Okay, so you just browse to the English language if you don't understand Thai. So what we are going to cover for this course, roughly speaking, will be 3 topics. The first one will be a single variable calculus, okay, for the first half of the course. And then for the second half, after midterm, it will be a multi-variable calculus and also an introduction of the mathematics of finance. Okay. However, in terms of calculus, actually, we got 2 major parts of calculus. Okay. The one that we cover for this course, it will be the differentiation or differentiate calculus only. Okay. And also the application. And by application, we usually focus on the optimization problem. Okay. That will be one of the main topics that we will go over. For example, we need to maximize the profit, right? And minimize the cost, something like that. Okay, so that will be something that you learn, and it will it should help you in terms of business as well as economics. Okay, and we also learn like how to, what should I say, introduction of the finance. So how to manage your own finance, how to manage your own money. Okay. So this one is a fake schedule. So we later on will go to the actual schedule. Okay, so you can skip all this. This is the method that we are going to evaluate you. Okay, is the old-fashioned method, which is the on-site exam. So it means that you are going to take the exam here at Chulalongkorn University. Okay, with I think usually it will be that building, the Mahit Tala Tibet building. Okay, but later on we'll let you know like which room and which building that you are going to go for the exam. Okay, there'll be an important of 4 dates. The first one will be the midterm exam. The date is already indicated. So mark your calendar. It will be Friday, October 7 in the morning, 3 hours. The final exam will be Friday, December the 2nd in the morning. And then we have quizzes, okay, 2 quizzes for you to, take care of yourself on each of the months that we have learned, okay? So for example, after a month, around September the 13th on Tuesday evening, we'll take the first quiz. And then on Tuesday, November the 8th evening as well, 4:30 to 5:30 p.m., we take a second quiz. Okay?
Okay, let me emphasize one thing, that we are not going to give you make-up exam unless it's very, very necessary. Okay, you have to do it officially. Okay, and the exam would not be the same as the usual one that your friend take at the appointed time. Okay, so make sure that you make yourself free at that time so that you are able to attend all the exam. Okay, and the exam would be written exam. You have to get used to it. Okay, during the time that we meet, okay, or we are going to work on we call it worksheet. Okay, we will post it in my course view so that you are able to practice, that you do it by yourself after seeing the video clip. Okay, whether you understand it or not, try to write it down, not just scratch and get the answer. Okay, in fact, the answer is not as important as the method. Okay, so it is written exam, and I will emphasize that you cannot write it this way because it's wrong, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so not just the answer that it is important. Okay, in fact, if you miscalculate, okay, just a small point will be deducted like 0.5 or 1, okay, but the whole problem, okay, costs more. All right, so make sure that you are healthy, okay, and can take the exam at the time, at the schedule that we scheduled there. Okay, and I urge you to do the worksheet by your own before coming to class. Okay, by coming to class, we are going to do it together. Okay, and I might give you extra problem during class. Okay, we will not check your attendance. Okay, but you know that you should come because it's better than just study on the worksheet that I will post it in my course view. All right, and make sure that you come on time. I will not wait for you. But today, okay, it's early in the morning, the clock, okay, you have excuse that you can be late, okay? But at 10, I don't think you have any excuse to come late, okay? So please be punctual, all right? So that we can take all time to do work, all right? What else?
Okay.
I think.
Any questions about the evaluation, the exam and quizzes? I mean, of course, we know that you can got sick, okay? We know. So if you really got sick, okay, you need to go to the office, the EBA office, and make a proper document. Okay, they'll ask for evidence and all that kind of thing, and then they will see, okay, whether I mean, what should we do with you? All right. So if you really got sick during these 4 days, okay, go to the office, fill in the document, okay, and then they'll let you know what to do. Are we good? But as she said, make sure that you stay healthy for these 4 months. Okay. We have the book. Okay. However, the textbook, you can buy it from the university bookstore. Okay. However, I mean, we are going to give you, like you can see from my course view, that we give you already the worksheet as well as the lecture note, the blank one. Okay. So if you feel that those are enough, then you don't really need the textbook. But if you feel that, hey, I need more, okay, which is better, you can go to the university bookstore and find this textbook. All right. And as you can see that you can use a calculator for each of the tests and quiz. Okay. However, the midterm exam, the first quiz, as well as the second quiz, actually, you don't really need a calculator. Okay. Each and everything can give it, like, for example, if you say that your answer is like e square, you just put it as e square. If your answer is like square root of 2, you can put it as square root of 2. No need to evaluate it at all. Okay, so actually for the first 3 exams, you don't really need a calculator. Only the last one, okay, the final exam, that you may need it. Okay, however, we have the one that you can use, okay, and for the last exam, we really recommend you to have this kind of calculator, the so-called scientific calculator, the one that you can evaluate the logarithm, the exponential, as well as the nth root. Okay. So if you say that, hey, I don't want to spend the money for only like for one final exam, you can go to the engineering faculty or the science faculty and try to borrow from your friend. Okay. However, this kind of calculator cannot be used. Okay, so the calculator that contains this kind of button, this one is called integration, or the cal button here, this menu. Okay, because this kind of calculator can do something more than what we expected. Okay, and as she said that we need to see your method, okay, the way you get to the final solution. That's the most important than a final solution. Okay, so if you bring in this kind of calculator during the exam, okay, it will be taken from you, all right, and you cannot use it. Are we good? Okay, and again, these 2 pictures will be posted on my course view. Any questions for the calculator? Oh, by the way, it must be an offline calculator. So don't say that, hey, I'll use my iPhone or iPad as a calculator. Cannot. Okay, it must be offline. So you cannot use your cell phone or your tablet as your calculator. Are we good? Are we good? All right. Here is the class schedule. Okay. We already indicate the activities, okay, on the right-hand side. So if the activities say video clip, it means that you take care of the video clip on your own at your convenient time, anywhere. Okay, so it doesn't mean that, hey, you need to watch this video clip during Thursday 4 to 6 p.m. It's not like that. Okay. However, the video clip will launch properly. Okay, it is not going to, overwhelm you at the beginning. So for example, if you look at my course view right now, it's only 4 video clips for you, so that it will take care the first week. Okay, it's a video clip that you should learn during the first week, okay, at your convenient time, as I told you. All right, and later on, as time passes, the video clip will be added more and more. And don't worry, if you cannot watch the old one on time, it will be there. The old one will not be deleted. Are we good? But the new one will be launched like week by week. Are we okay? And if you see activity worksheet, it means that that day you meet in person. Okay, and the room that we will do will be Econ
It's
410.
410.
Okay, usually
Next week
the
we
room.
meet 410.
Okay, 410. And because we know that you don't want 8 o'clock class. So usually we'll let the video clip be the 8 o'clock class. And then we'll meet once a week, usually on Friday, 10 to 12. 10 to 12. So it's not that early. Are we good? All right. So on the first first half of the course, for example, this week, today is the only day that we'll meet for this week. And then we'll have the next meeting on next week, Friday. Are we good? Okay. So we are going to have like 4 meetings, right? Until Friday, September the 9th. And then we take the first quiz on September 13th. Okay, so it is already indicated in red for you to, to emphasize you guys to easy noticeable. And it also tells you which chapter that it will cover for that quiz. Are we okay? And then we continue on each Friday again until Friday, October the 7th. We take the midterm exam. And then again, we indicate which chapter that you are going to, that we are going to cover for the midterm. Okay? Don't be panicked that the midterm will be five chapters. Okay? Don't get panicked. Actually, it's like 2 chapters, but we just separate it in several topics.
And it is 3-hour exam. Okay, be
Okay.
prepared for midterm. The midterm will be 3 hours written exam. Okay.
Any question for the before midterm schedule? However, for the after midterm, but as times come, I'll go over with you again after the midterm. For after midterm, the schedule will be a little bit changed. Okay, instead of Friday, we have a usual meeting on Thursday. Are we good? Okay, on Thursday, and it will be Thursday afternoon. So don't get sleepy. All right. And then for the first week after midterm, we'll let you take a rest. So we'll see you the second week after midterm. Are we okay? However, the after midterm, there'll be like, I think 1 or 2 holiday happen to be on Thursday. So we will ask you to go one early class after midterm, okay, on Wednesday, November the 16th. So please mark your calendar that it will be a little bit not regular, okay, on this week because of the university holiday. Okay, but then usually we will work together during Thursday afternoon, and then December the 2nd will be a final exam. Okay. And of course, I mean, because you know that towards the end of the year, it will be the APEC meeting, right? The APEC meeting, you know, the APEC meeting, right, of the government. And we still not so sure whether they will announce as a holiday or not. So as that time comes, the schedule after midterm may adjust again, but only during that 16 or 17, the November towards the end. Okay, so don't worry about that. So at the beginning of the after midterm exam, we'll make announcement again. Okay. So any questions about the way we will learn for this course? You guys okay? All right. And don't worry, even though you say that, hey, the content is on the video clip. However, we as an instructor are available for you to ask about everything in that content in the video clip. Okay, so if you got questions, you can take a screenshot and then just email. But as I told you, let her know or let me know a little bit that you came from this course, this section, and then you can ask question. All right. If you don't want to type, you can also write down and then take photo and then attach to that email. And then we are going to give you answer right away. Are you okay? You guys okay? And then, I mean, during the office hour, we will available for you. Okay. Other than that, you need to make appointment. Are we all right? Okay. Then if not, then we can leave. Thank you very much.
Or you can spend